What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about EVgo. Had a phenomenal day, up 60.81%. I want to go over some of the data points and just break it down if this is a squeeze play or not. Before I get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, it did have a very good run, currently up 101% over the last 1 year. So pretty good stuff. And the reason why it did go up today was because of a DOE loan, guaranteeing up to 1.05 billion. And yeah, honestly, this is very, very good, very timely. I do believe that they would have put in the application several years ago, like a year and a half ago or something like that. So turnaround time is very slow, but this is exactly what this needs. And in my opinion, I think it's a very big win, not just for EVgo, but for all charging companies in general. So it goes to show that at least it's getting somewhat attention, but today was a absolute beast. It did have 121 million shares being traded. 6.8 is the average. Majority of the volume did come from shorts and algorithmic trading. You did have some buying from entities, but nothing that makes up that overall volume. And if anything, a lot of the transactions that was done today were sells. So like I said, just the algos were picking up on the positive momentum and really propelling it higher. A couple big ones, 3.07 million and then 2.03. You did have one buy right here for 156,000. But aside from that, like I said, majority of the transactions were not the best. As far as shorts, they did increase 373,000 shares. 27.06% of their free float is being shorted. That is very, very high. And if anything, looking back at what it has been doing, it's kind of low comparing it to obviously the company. So at its peak, it was roughly around 35%, give or take. The low in January was 21%. So it just puts it in perspective on how shorts have been really ingrained in this company, the day-to-day activities all the time. And actually what I will do, I'll pull up on this website right here, and then we can kind of exclude all that. And yeah, we can kind of take a look at the actual percentage of the volume. So for shorts, just looking here, roughly around 34.6% of the overall volume being done was attributed to shorts today. And 30% of the volume was off exchange. So yeah, definitely very interesting stuff. Looking at options, 5.39 million in calls, 1.22 million in puts. 49% of all the options being done today were optimistic and bullish. And of the call options that were purchased, regrettably, it only has monthly chains, but there seems to be a very good consensus for it to be kind of around that $6 range or even around that $10 range by January. And then looking at puts, you see a consensus for it to be kind of around that $5 to $6 range or even around that $2.50 by January. So a lot of volatility is anticipated. Tomorrow you do have unemployment numbers coming out, and that is really going to change the dynamic of this right here. So the likelihood of a 50 basis point cut, very sensitive to just growth stocks. So if there is a 50 basis point cut, for instance, with better data, then yeah, you could see a lot of growth stocks such as EVgo continue its nice run up. The only thing that I wanted to kind of bring up is this. I've been really monitoring what the money markets and what big money has been doing. So as of the 3rd, so this is the latest update, there was $38.67 billion moving from equities into the money markets. So that goes to show a underlying sentiment and a kind of fear in the broader market. So once again, if data comes out better than anticipated on Friday, then this is where you could see maybe a bottoming in the broader market, more of a beginning part of a broader market rotation, similar to what happened in 2020 to 2021, where you saw a lot of money leaving money markets and moving back into equities. And basically during 2021, in case you do not know, everything went up. So once again, that could really stand to benefit this company, which is very, very heavily shorted. And again, for the 3rd time, if data points do come in better than anticipated, this is where you could see a very nice kind of appreciation from here. Right now with it at $6.32, trading between this pivot and this R1, so 454 will be the strong support. Flip side, 694 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. So if data comes in better than anticipated, you could easily see it touch this R1 or potentially even touch this R2, again, dependent on how much momentum it's really had behind the scenes. But on the actual chart itself, EVgo prior to today was very oversold. So if it does continue, maybe puts out something else or just broader market momentum, you could see a rush of value investors really getting into EVgo as they do see the kind of higher potential for this company. And again, could be a squeeze play. A lot of retail did get in. You can tell that based on the momentum indicator. So yeah, this is one of those stocks that you need to add to your watch list. As far as how high it could go, anyone's guess. Again, going back over to this news or this PR, 1.05 billion up to, and the current market cap is 1.19 billion. So that hasn't adjusted for this 60% increase. So essentially, it still has probably around a good 30-40% to kind of go up potentially. That's if it is reaching the high end, and that's not really counting day-to-day business and everything else. So once again, there might be more room for it to go up potentially, and if the market realizes that, then this is where you could see a reduction in shorts. So yeah, once again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Did you guys buy? Did you guys sell? What did you do with EVgo? And on a side note, make sure you guys definitely take advantage of this promo. It has been extended, so it gives you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.